Hey, what's up guys, it's StefenJC and welcome to City Skylines. This is a game that I've been waiting for a very longest time, and it's finally here. It came down on March 10th, but only now I'm able to create a series of City Skylines because I was very busy this past few weeks, and I have an explanation of why I was busy after I create a new game. But if you guys do have an interest of City Skyline, make sure to check out the link below at my description box. It heads straight to Steam if you guys want to purchase it for 30 bucks. That's the standard edition, and if you guys want the deluxe edition to have the free stuff from the deluxe edition, then that's 40 bucks, and you can join with me because on the bottom right over here I have the deluxe edition, and it's kind of good because you get the free stuff and it's kind of actually worth it. And if you did pre-order it but it's kind of too late now, you'll be having kind of a couple of free stuffs too. But anyways, let's continue along by creating a new game, and as you can tell, there's a couple of maps that you can choose from, a lot of good varieties, and each one has a different specification. So River Run is what I'm going to be planning to use, but you can try use all of this too if you guys have an interest, and if you guys do have this game. And River Run is because I choose River Run because the farming resources and the forestry resources is pretty good, it's pretty decent, and I'm not really quite in interest of the ore resources and the oil too, because they'll eventually be gone after you gain all the resources and it wouldn't matter afterwards. So it'll be eventually upgrading down to farming and forestry resources after you gain all of the oil and ore. So yeah, it's kind of pretty pointless to be honest, like, well, in my opinion. But water resources, amount of water is kind of okay, but to me there's a lot of water because there's a lot of river, so there should be a lot of water. And it's a good thing because I can make a lot of dams and have a lot of power lines, power, energy, electrical, all that good stuff. And I can create a lot of bridge. I like to create bridges, like traffic flow and all that good stuff to keep things running. And I'll keep this unchecked because I am used to the right hand traffic, so yeah, no left hand traffic here, you guys. So sorry for those who live in Australia or Europe and all the places that has the left-handed traffic. But we are good in the outside connection, so yeah, let's just start. And the reason why I was absent this past few weeks is because I had a prom on March 14th, and that was the week that I was very inactive then, and I wasn't able to upload because I had to stay back from school until 7:30 at night just to finish things up, to get things planned, and to get all the centerpieces and favors ready so that we can have a wonderful night at prom. And I go home like around 8 at night, and I have homework to do, so there's no reason of why I should really record and all that, because I was very busy, and I didn't have enough sleep. So the next week after prom, I was basically getting all of my rest back and all of my energy from all of the things that I've been doing the past few weeks. But yeah, I'm finally back, so I'll be having a constant rate of uploads from now on, so you'll be seeing a lot of City Skylines too, because I really want to keep the City Skylines series flowing. Unlike SimCity 5, it was very up and down kind of thing. So yeah, I want to keep City Skyline running, and I have an explanation to do about SimCity 5. So yeah, let's just get things running first. It's kind of weird because once you start off the game, you'll be having a two-lane road, and it's kind of weird because if you do create a road right here, there's no point of having this road right here going this way, because this is a one-way. You'll be banging to other cars if you do come from this way. So yeah, and it's kind of weird to have that as a start, but I don't know, hopefully Paradox will fix that, and hopefully we'll see another, like, a good patch that fix all the traffic problems too, because there are still flaws on City Skylines, and it's not a perfect city builder game, but it's a game that is really much more better comparing it to SimCity 5, in my opinion. It should be the SimCity 5 that it could have been, but it wasn't. Like, it just wasn't. EA had their different direction and they just messed it up, to be honest. So sorry, EA, but yeah, it's just the truth. You gotta face the truth. But if you guys do like boxy roads, I'm sorry, but this is not the let's play that you'll be wanting to be looking forward to, because there'll be less of a boxy road and more of the curvy roads. I'm more into curvy roads because boxy roads are just too boring for me, to be honest, and it doesn't show your creativity of how the patterns and all that stuff on your city, and it's kind of boring if you just have boxy roads all the time, and I think it'll cause more traffic problem that way, to be honest. But yeah, and there's a lot of ways that you can choose to put your zones. Which one is the paint, the fill in, which is right here. You just fill in the boxes. There is this the zoning part where you can just like choose an area where you want to zone. This is a small paintbrush tool and a bigger paintbrush tool, which I'll be mostly using the paintbrush tool because to be honest, that's much more easier in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot of options, and if you guys are used to those kind of these certain kind of ways that you can zone, then good for you. We are gonna have industrial area right here also, because of course to get things started you need to have industrial area, which we'll have it right there. And for in and out of this city or town, we'll be having it right over here. Oh god, that's too much of a curve. We'll be having it right over here. There you go, that should be fine. So let's fill up these zones right here. We'll be having a small house right there. You can see, like, that'll be cute having this one corner with a small house. That's very, very cute. The industrial area right over here, we'll be having it there for now, and of course we'll be able to expand it afterwards, but we'll be having only that small area. And the roads to exit out from this town, we'll be having it right over there. This is only temporary, so if you guys think that this is gonna be a traffic problem, yes, of course it's gonna be a huge traffic problem, because there will be like two different ways of entering to the city, one over here, one over there, and then your only way to enter into the city is right over here. Of course there'll be a traffic problem, but we'll fix that once we get into it and expand out more. So the highest megawatts over here is probably 8 megawatts, so we're just gonna leave it right over there, and make sure to not place any residential next to the circle red of doom, because that's the noise pollution. So of course try to avoid that, because like of course people does not want to be living next to a loud wind turbine. So yeah, so let's connect this down here next to the industrial area, and let's fix up our water pumping station and having it right there, similar to the water pumping station. Keep out of the red zone, because then that will be hell for the people who lives next to it. And the water pipeline, water drain pipe, which is the sewage area. The reason for that is because, as you can tell, the water flowing is going from the west side to the east side, and the clean water is coming from this way, and then all the pollution will be heading down this way. And of course you don't want to be drinking poop water, shishi water, vomit, all of that bad stuff. Of course you don't want to drink all of those, do you? Of course not. So as you can see from this, doesn't it look familiar to you? It's like SimCity 4, doesn't it? It really does bring back memory, and I'm not quite sure why they didn't do this on SimCity 5, because it is a cool feature, but at the same time an irritating one, because you have to always remember to put all the power lines and all the pipelines, and I don't know, it's just cool but at the same time irritating. But it's still a good feature, because they try to create this game realistic as possible from having all the features and stuff on this city skyline. So yeah, it's a good thing, but at the same time irritating thing. That's what Paradox is trying to aim for, actually, is to have a realistic kind of gameplay of having a good traffic flow, having people dying and going to the cemetery. Why is this not okay? Yeah, going to cemetery. Aged people, like older people, will die, and like the population will have like a increase or a decrease, and all of that realistic kind of stuff. And I think everything should be connected. Power lines, pipelines. Yep, everything should be good. We're just gonna let it build up so we can get things started. Industrial site is kind of not building up right now, so we're just gonna let the residential go in, and things are going pretty well. No people are coming in yet, but we are in a bad zone of losing 775 per week, which is pretty bad. So hopefully we can gain all of that afterwards, right? Oh, okay, so 5 people are now coming in to the city. 18, and it's building its way up, and it's doing pretty well. We're just gonna speed things up here. We just want to get things up running, and I think we'll need to expand out the residential area, because of course residential area will be dominating this whole map, because without residentials there will be more huge demand of commercials and industrial. So as commercial build in, we'll eventually make more commercial zones in the future, but as of right now it's still in low demand. For some reason, commercial is always on low demand. It's always industry and residential that is always full on demand. Not quite sure why. I think the medium. I think the industrial area, like industrials, are the only place that they can work on, and the commercials is only a place that they can only shop. Unlike in SimCity 5, commercials is a place that you can work and shop, and industrial is also where you only work. So I'm not quite sure how City Skyline works about that. I think it's only a shopping area for the commercials and working area for the for industrial. So while things are up over here, the residential and commercial are not really in huge demand now. It's only the industrial. So let's expand out going this way. And I know that this park area gonna be really polluted, but my plan in the future is to have all of this area as residential, and over here as commercial and offices, and over here as the industrial. The reason why I want to have industrial over here is because they have an in and out way of going into the city. Because industrial, they always produce a lot of they do produce a lot of traffic, and I really do not like the traffic flow of the trucks, because they really do produce a lot of traffic, and it really just congests the traffic flow. Didn't I just like renamed it? So it's gonna be River Valley. So yeah, it's gonna be River Valley. This place is gonna be called River Valley. And I can't wait for the district to come, because you can name a district. You can name this as like District 5, or I don't know, or rename it something unique or something else. So this area is in demand for water and sewage. I thought the sewage was connected. Oh, power line, that's why. So we'll just fix it up right now, and there we go. So sewage will shortly be pooping out, and all the pollution of the sewage will be going out this way. You can see from, no, not yet, because it's not unlocked yet. So we gotta wait until 460 citizens are living here, and you can become a little hamlet. But as of right now, we only have 160 people living here, so we still have to grow out. And I really like the smallest feature of this, the smallest detail of City Skyline, because look at that, there are people actually parking on the road, and that's very realistic to me. And there's people walking, and you know what's cool about these people walking? They could walk dogs, but I do not see any cats though. But can people even walk cats? I don't know, but yeah, they walk dogs, and that's pretty cool. They even bring them to the buses, to their cars, and they drive all the way to their working place. They park over here, and then their dog can come with them. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. This guy is asking for water, and we'll give you water. There you go. We are still on the negatives, but we have a huge demand for residential. So let's just expand over here, and of course we'll make another road area over here. But let's just use the what we have so far just to get back to the positives. So we're gonna have more industrial and having it right over there, and I think that should be enough for industrial for now to bring it down, and residential should lower down as of right now. So as people start coming in, we are getting closer to our goal to having 460, but we are still far ahead to gain to our goal, and more industrial area will be building its way, and I think we should remove this out because this area over here is giving them power. So yeah, there's no point of having that power line. So everything is running perfectly fine. Traffic flow shouldn't be a problem just yet, but of course in the future it'll be a problem because there's two ways of coming to the city, which is right here, coming from the east side, coming from the south side. So yeah, and then all of this will be congested. So yeah, again, this is temporary, so do not worry. And if you guys have in mind of how traffic the intersections, all that should be made, let me know, and I'll try to make it as possible in the future. Like this one right here, I could make like a simpler one and not a huge spaced one, and that's the reason why I like about City Skyline already, because you have ways of making your highways more creative and having it your way of like to having a good flow of traffic. So yeah, so I think water, well, water is not connected to their house, so that's the reason why they were asking for water. So let's build it more way up. So yeah, there you go. So on City Skylines, there are also budgets of like you can't fool around with, but it's always like best to not always fool around with it though, because if you do fool around with it too much, and you get too like if you get too crazy with it, you're gonna mess up with your budget and money and all that good stuff, and you will be bankrupt and always be on a negative. So we're back on positive. That's a good thing. So we'll be having more commercials. They should be building more commercials right now though, but I don't know why. Oh, right there, a new building or drugstore is being built. And as you can tell, the freights are coming in, and that's because there's like industrial building up over here. There'll be a lot of trucks coming in pretty soon because we'll be expanding out the industry a lot, because industry is always in huge demand every time. So that's the reason why there's always traffic problem because of the industry. I don't think we'll be expanding here on the next video, because we'll be focusing on this area for now and just getting things started, and always being profit, because usually starting off a city is like really tough, because you only have this certain amount of money to spend in order to start things up, and it's really hard. So things gonna start off very slow, but eventually in the future we can go things much more faster pace and have expansions and all that good stuff. But as of right now, it's just starting things up. And of course, since each video will be 15 to 20 minutes long, we'll eventually have a lot of things to do and a lot of expanding to do throughout the series. But you know, I'm not really gonna rush things and have like a lot of buildings and stuff. That's not my way of playing city builder games. I take time and I try to make things beautiful as possible. I don't plan to like have huge densities of buildings in one spot. I try to separate them to look realistic as possible. So as I try to expand the road and not demolish that house. Oh, I just did. Yep, I just did. That's gonna be demolished, watch. So, but it's okay, cause we'll be making more houses. So yeah, I'm gonna make things progress things very slow as possible, so that I don't want to like ruin things. I'm trying to make things realistic as possible and not have all the densities and stuff all in one place. But anyways, you guys, I think I'm over my limit. I don't really want to have long videos because of course you'll be very tired of listening to my voice. But yeah, if you guys did watch it until very end, make sure to smash that like button and also favorite, share, and subscribe to my channel because it'll surely benefit my channel a lot, and also it shows your support of City Skylines. And make sure to follow my Twitter account at SJCGaming because you'll be updated throughout 2015 and we can bond and see all of my crazy stuff on Twitter. But anyways, you guys, love you guys and talk to you guys later. So Nintendo's finally going to